So now I'm going to show you how to make some ebony plugs, and that's basically a lot of Greene Greene furniture have ebony plugs. I mean, a lot of ebony plugs. So if you ever made one of these before, you know that it's very time consuming. So I'm going to show you a very easy method that I use, and it's very quick. I can probably get an ebony plug done in about less than 15 seconds. The mortising is a different part. So I'm going to mark out for my mortise first, and I'm going to show you how I do my mortising. So let's just say I want to put a mortise right here. So I just go out and I just buy myself a real cheapo hollow chisel mortiser. I get rid of the drill bit, and I use this to get my plugs. You don't need to really go out and buy a really nice one, because you really don't have to do that, because it's going to ruin your mortising chisel, because you smack it a few times, this is going to mushroom out, and you never get it back into your machine again. So you want to make sure that I put blue tape on here. This is the one that I use for mortising on my pieces. I never try to go to my mortising machine and grab one of those, because I'll ruin those. So now that I have it marked out where I wanted to have a mortise there, I just basically put my mortise right over the lines like this. I tap it. I get my drill. I want to find the biggest drill that would fit in the hole without being loose. From here, I just drill down about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to eyeball it. And I'm going to punch down the rest of the way. Pull it out. Now, because the chisel has a crown on it, I need to go in with a 1/4 inch chisel, and then I need to clean that part out. So basically, I'm just going to tap it like this on all sides like this. And then on this side, and I'll take a little 1/8 inch chisel, and I should be able to get the excess out like this. Go down a little bit deeper. Right there. Now make sure when you're pulling the chisel back out, you don't want to rock it back and forth like that, then you're going to ruin your edges. And make sure your jaw's out of the way so you don't come up and hit yourself too. I've done that before. So let's clean this up. Let's dig out the excess here. Careful not to ruin your edge. Just like that. Okay, so now we're ready to make our ebony plugs. The way I make my ebony plug is very simple. I use a drill. This is a 1/4 inch plug. So basically I'm just going to chuck my ebony stock. Now I always cut my ebony stock about 10 to 12 thousandths of an inch bigger than my opening, because I want to have a nice tight fit. I just do it on the table saw. Okay. So let's just chuck it in here. Here you go. Now here I have a little bit of a foam sanding pad. I keep it on the bottom, keep it from sliding. And I'll have one of these woven pads that you can probably buy anywhere. I just put this on top. I have 4 grits of sandpaper here. I have a 150, I have a 280, I have an 800, and I have a 1500 grit sandpaper. And I basically going to go through my grits. And I have a cotton rag here for burnishing my ebony when I'm done. I put a little bit of rouge on here, just for a little bit of added polish. So I'm going to start off with 150. So basically what I'm doing here is that because this is a fresh piece, my corners are very sharp. So I have to be real careful about pushing it down too hard, because then it'll cut right through my paper, and that's not good. Okay, so I'm just basically using the weight of the drill to have that consistent pressure So this way my dome or my curve will always be consistent. So basically I'm just going to hold it like this and just kind of go down on it. Okay, until I see that there is no flat spots on here. I still see a little bit of flat spots, so I'm going to go back in again. Okay, looks like I'm ready for the next grid. 280. Okay, so put the drill. The weight of the drill will be my pressure. That's done. Then 800. And then 1500. And I go to my polishing compound. Polish it a little bit. And do you have your ebony plug? So I'm going to take it out of the drill. I'm going to cut about 3/16 of an inch off. So I have a little pencil mark here where my 3/16 inch. Put it right up against there, and I just cut it off with my Dazuki. I want to take off the corners. I want to take off the 4 corners because when it's going down like this, and if one of my corner catches, it's going to go cockeyed and it's very hard to recover. So I'm just going to hold it like this and just kind of one swipe on all 4 corners. And I like to always use a little bit of glue. Probably don't need it, but I always like to use a little bit of glue. Put it right in my mortise. Whoop. Too much. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I'll take my ebony, kind of locate it right about there. Just want to tap it in. Right about there. And there you have it.